Okay, we're back. 1 minute. Let me send the new stream link to the places I need to again. I was stupid and I forgot to bump it up. Everyone's in. It's just that I forgot to bump it up. For real, sorry about that. That was my bad. No multi, sorry about that, but no. Okay. We're gonna get back going now. We're gonna get to going now, officially. Jonah's on the pool now. That was for real stupid of me to forget to bump up the amount of cars. So yeah. And green flag is in the air in the 500. Down to turn number 1. Jonah gonna block Josh. Out of turn number 2. Double foul and 3-1 in the middle of that. Now, bruh, did I freaking get? Bruh. Let me go check Daniel's ratings. I'm for real done. Let's hope it doesn't lag next time I try that. But now you get to see me have pain trying to do this. Help me. Cup 2019. Custom. Select all. 100 and 100. All. Select all. Apply. I'm about save. Yes. If it lags, then I'm gonna restart the stream yet again. Let me check him though. Okay, we're good. Hopefully we can get this racing, because I saw him fading, I was like, that ain't right. So, yeah, this is not going well already. Okay, looks like we're gonna be good. We're not lagging! We're not lagging! We're good! We're good. Let's do this. We're gonna have a racing, boys. Double filers, we're gonna come back to the line to start season 45 the right way. Pace car gonna pull into pit road. Green flag is in the air from in the 500. Season number 45 of Geico. They're gonna make the run down to turn number 1. Double file. Paul gonna push Nikki. Here comes James Andress trying to get around the inside. Side by side out of turn number 2. The shoves are gonna be the main thing that you're gonna see. Paul gonna jump into the middle. Maybe to try to pass the 84 here. But 3 by 3. Through turns 1 and 2. Coming out turn number 4, the inside. More cars on it, which means it's going to have the better draft. Coming to the line. Hero will lead the 5, will win. My brain just died. Will lead lap 1. As Maz leads up front. Here comes Glenn Townsend. To the inside he comes. And he's going to take the race lead. Nathan, your season 44 champion behind him. He's going to jump up in front of Paul. He's going to give him a push. Here comes Nolan to the inside. Glenn going to block. Out of turn number 4, coming back to the line. 3 by 3. Glenn going to lead another lap. The inside looks like it's going to become the way to go. But they're going to jump it to the top. Here comes Nolan to the inside. Look at the 44. Gonna look to push him out front. Out of turn number 2, down the back straight. He has a push from Josh, but Josh doesn't go with him to the middle. So he's gonna send it 3 wide through 3 and 4. My brain is actually dying. Like, I cannot talk at all. Drew gonna get to the inside. One of your championship contenders from last season. The strongest throughout the whole race, but Nathan stole it from him, looking for redemption. Seth's gonna take the race lead. With the inside, he's gonna clear. Off the exit, maybe, yes he will. He's gonna jump it to the top. 3 wide down to turn number 3. And look at Riz. He's gonna take the race lead. With the help from the 84 of Green Mine. He's gonna jump to the top with Seth. But now he's gonna be forced to the top. Green Mine gonna take the race lead. And to the top goes Super. And James Andress around the inside he comes. He's gonna help out the 84. But look at the 88 of Daniel. James Andress blocks the top. But with Green Mine, but he's gonna go back. They're gonna go back to the bottom. The 88 clears James to the bottom of the racetrack. Will we see a wreck in a little bit, or will we see them just stay 3-1 for a while? As they're going to come down to 3 and 4. The 84 is still trying to push to the 48, but he's going to get shoved to the top. Out of 4, coming back to the line. James Andrews gonna lead another lap. Oh, Jesus, that was risky. From Hero to jump back down there, but they are still good. Nathan gets shoved out of the inside. That inside really looks like the way you want to go right now. You want to be on the inside. I'm not using BBMC for a reason, by the way. It was literally just boring. Like, you don't see shuffling at all. It was just double file, that's it. Well, here you're actually seeing shuffling. Hero to the top, but look at the 18 of Jonah. He's gonna stay in the middle, but oh god! Oh god, 4 wide down the back straightaway. Glenn gets turned! In front of the pack! The caution is gonna come out! Let's see what happened here. Okay, that's hard to try to decipher here. Okay, you can definitely see what happened now with the helicopter cam here. You can see the 14 shoving the 39 up the track so it can try to get to the inside, but here comes Drew. They make contact. The 25 shoves the 14 up the track and wrecks the 39 and the 48. Glenn and James get in this wreck as they may be probably done. They may not have shots anymore at winning this. And a few others got involved in this. Riz slides through. I think that was Grimon who got through. Yep. It looks like Maz got involved. Yep. Riz slides by. And Grimon slides by. But what happened to James here? As the 39 is coming up the track, the 48 hits him. He hits the wall and he hits him again. Then he gets shoved by Maz down the track, and Maz gets around him. And this is the race back, by the way, that we're seeing right now. It looks like they're gonna go 4 wide again. This is, worrying. But coming back to the line, Josh is gonna get the race back. It definitely looks like the 39 is not going to be able to hold speed anymore. That's interesting, as that may actually play into later into this race after that, as now the 39 has damage. If he stays that, he's not going to be on pace at all. But you can Drew has caused 2 wrecks at Daytona already. But you can see the 25 has a huge run coming. And he sees Nikki shoving the 39. But then he gets contact and he shoves Nikki up the track. And he didn't even see Glenn. He thought it was only them 2 battling. Which I can see that when you're 4 wide. But you do have to be aware of the cars near you. Like that. If you're gonna go like that. Like, Drew is just reckless. Actually reckless. Gets turned, and around he goes. Okay. This is going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. Right now, during this, I'm just going to be quiet for now, so yeah. So, yeah. We're gonna see what's gonna play out on this restart. Will people send it on Josh? Or will they stay more of just calm for the first few laps? To be honest, I don't see anybody giving any room, if I'm being honest here. Yep, we're going green this time. So, yeah. As we have our first caution about like lap 9. So, will this be a wreck fest from here on out? Or will they actually decide to stay calm compared to the night race? As they know we still have about 40 laps left. Let's talk about Nathan right now. Your season 44 champion. And probably the wildest finale race ever for Geico. You see Nolan wherever he went. Oh, he's all the way up here somehow. Okay. You see Nolan just joined the race and then he gets turned by James Andrus. He gets hit. He turns James, but he gets karma. The 17 of Nathan came out of nowhere to pass Drew and the 44 and ends up holding the position. Doesn't win the race, but he wins the championship. But green flag is back in the air as two drivers jump into the top, but that may not be the way to go on a restart like this. Single file through 1 and 2. Will we see bumping and staying in one little group back here, up here, and just staying single file? No, Jonah's gonna jump out, but Hero's gonna poke out, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to make the move. And here we go down to 3 and 4. 3 wide for the race lead. And Jonah gonna take it. But for how long? As he jumps up the track. And here comes the 44. Gonna try to take the race lead. Will he get it? Yes. He does, but here comes Seth. And we're wrecking! Josh upside down! Riz infold! Paul infold! And Nikki! And James! Piles in at the last second! Hard hit for Josh. As this is the race back to the line. 3 by 3. Coming back to the line. Daniel. Gonna get second, most likely. Seth gonna win the race back. As 3 wide behind him. But holy, I hope everyone's okay after that. The big one strikes. Josh goes for a horrific ride. Let's see what happened. Oh, Paul hooks Nikki and oh. Half of their hopes are over. And here comes James piling in. Josh just goes upside down. Somehow. He was pushing Nikki the whole time, and I don't know why he bumped out right there. And, ooh, just hard hit for Josh. How about we go on board with him? He's getting the push from behind. They jump down underneath him, and oh! Josh just gets destroyed in this wreck, and he ends up on his roof. Daniel, look at his mirror. Oh! Let's go on board with Riz in this wreck. And oh, he got hooked! And oh, you can just see Josh landing on top of Riz. He's had a good race going on right now for his first race. Same with Josh, but just bad ways to end it. Because one of these types of wrecks could end it. As we do have 2 rookies in this field. And you can just see, oh, and how hard they hit the wall and what just happens to Josh when he did get upside down. It looked like he was going to get through. He's getting through. And then, oh. And Josh just ends up on top of him. And you see James just trying to fly by. At some point. Out here. And he just hits Josh head on. Let's go on board with Paul in this wild wreck. He hooks Nikki and and he would have survived it. Keyword would have if Greenlight didn't do that. But you can just see how wild this wreck was from Josh. For Josh, from the onboard of Paul, he just he hits him again. Well, most of these were because he had nowhere to go. And he didn't know the 14 was coming down. He was already down the track. He was already way down the track by the time the 14 came down, and he saw him. He should have saw him in his mirror right at his back end. So, to be honest, this may have been Nikki's fault. It didn't look like anything from Paul's fault here. He was holding his line. Yeah, that was Nikki just coming down the track. That can do it. Let's see, Greenmon. He didn't even see the 42 come down into him, so he had nowhere to go. He saw him coming down, but he had no time to react. But we're going green this time. Wild wreck, 12 cars left in this race. And I cannot speak again. So, let's see what's going to happen. Will we see somebody get absolutely obliterated? Or they just stay literally right back, nose to tail. Right now, I would expect nose to tail, but knowing Gunnar, probably not. For all I know, anything's gonna happen. Everything's gonna happen from here on out. More cautions, more horrific wrecks, and more just normal spins. And they're gonna go back green here. So, what will happen? Pace cars in. And green flag is back in the air. 2 drivers to the top. But that won't actually work out for them. As everyone just jumps right into the line. Will we see tandem draft? Or will we see tandem drafting between top and inside here? Or are we gonna see everyone literally right up on each other, just staying in one huge pack? Wait. Oh yeah, I forgot I restarted the race a couple times. But look at Daniel. He is chasing down that 9 car quickly. And oh boy. As everyone's just gonna go their separate ways, which is something you would expect. No one's really gonna go for much right now. Everyone's just gonna do their own thing. Like it's just a Saturday cruise on the highway or something. Like no one's gonna be going hog wild and trying to make huge moves. Unless you're in the back, then you would be pushing somebody up to the front. As you can see that happening back here. Everyone's drafting together. Somewhat. At least. And they are actually able to chase down this front pack. The leaders here. They're able to track them down with this draft. And Jonah's gone up to them. And now everyone's just back to doing their own thing again. We're drafting. In the back. While up front, they're going hog wild, because why not? The top two are the only people not going hog wild. Up front. While in the back, they're just doing their own thing with drafting. They're just trying to get up there. Single, double file. What are we going to see throughout the rest of this race? As we're now seeing more of just people getting left out to dry. Mainly when you're talking about the outside. The outside has not really been the way to go as of late. And honestly, I can't blame people for going to the inside more than the outside. Because if you're going with these types of moves right here, that lead to 3 wide situations, that's gonna get you mostly in trouble with maybe a wreck. So, I'm not exactly surprised to see these guys more calm than usual. But, look at that, the 4 car gets shoved to the outside. Okay, Jonah, I see you. While this inside has mainly gone to the way where you need to be on the inside, so you don't get as obliterated by the draft. As Super is going to chase down the 9 car for the race lead. Can Super clear? Not going to get him off of the corner, maybe. Maybe he may be able to, but out of the corner. Yeah, no, he can't. But now he will through the trial, but that's going to cost him. As now he's going to lose the spot to the 44. 3 wide for the race lead. Out turn number 2, down the back straight. This field has now separated into mostly just tandem drafts. And some people just adding into that tandem draft to make it into a line. You can see that inside starting to become more dominant than usual. As now they have gotten actually organized, but he's going to jump into the top. And Hero's going to take the race lead. Single file through, well, not exactly single file, but in the back it's single file. While actually gonna get antsy up here sooner or later, as we're halfway through the 500. Out turn number 4, down the back, down into the tri-oval. Nolan gonna jump to the bottom. Last time we came here for the Daytona night race in the playoffs, it was a 3-wide battle to the line. The 44, the 4, and I'm pretty sure it was the 84. And the 4 was pushing the 44, coming down to the tri-oval. Well, the 44 was pushing the 4, my bad. And the 4 car ended up winning that race. Jonah got eliminated because of that race. Drew tagged him. Well, he tagged Drew right here under the yellow line, and Drew thought that was on purpose, so he ended up turning him and causing the big one. And now turn number 2 down the back straight. Nolan trying to clear the 5 car. This has been pretty difficult for many drivers to get spots this race. But look at the 18 of Jonah. He's going to try to get to the front. Drew coming to 1 and 2. Nolan has the race lead. The master of Daytona can maybe get a 500. And look at the 88 behind Hero. He's going to jump into the bottom of the racetrack. Nolan's going to block that. Seth's going to get stuck on the top. Jonah's still trying to get back into this pack. Coming back to the line. Nolan going to continue to lead out front. To the top goes Nolan. The 88 going to jump up with him. The 44 going to dive into the inside. I'm sorry to say this, but you basically have no shot. You have basically no shot for the win. Anyway. As of late, it's been pretty calm. The 44 is going to clear for second. And oh, they're spinning in the back! Jonah going to avoid it. The caution's going to come out. Nolan will lead them back to the line as the caution comes out. That was interesting. We got a decent green flag run going. And I don't know if Seth and Super are happy at one another after that. As I was, to be honest, stupid. Honestly, stupid. From the... Oh! Hero hooked him! He's like, I'm tired of just having us go, just race like this. How about we get a caution? But that was a D-head move. Honestly, I don't know what to think about this. Heroes caused half the Rex's race. I thought the 5 car came down the track. But you can see it. The 20 hooks him and just turns both of them. Honestly, that sort of deserves a penalty. Heroes caused half the Rex's race. Like, this was stupid. Like, why'd you turn somebody for no reason? Like, can we get a hero is stupid in chat? And yes, you did, Draymond. Yes, you did. Like, bruh. Why? Why does it have to be Hero causing all the wrecks? Like, yeah, I get he's trying to get up there, but still, no reason to wreck somebody for it. Jesus. He almost took out half the people still up in this front pack. Like, honestly, I'm literally ready to straight up give him a suspension. He literally basically turned him on purpose here. And you can somewhat see why. He came up, actually turned super, and yeah. I'll let you guys vote. Should Hero be suspended for his actions this race? You meant from Hero? Grimon, you weren't even in the front pack. You were 4 seconds behind them. And I think he meant Hero. He's turned super more times than I could count. He's caused half the wrecks last season, and now he's starting to cause wrecks this season. Bro Momentum literally inbound this race. Actually, Bro Momentum is literally coming this race. Like, bruh. This was stupid from Hero. He turns super into the 9 car, and around he goes. Like, he was not even on the bumper until here. And he just should have turned up the track. And turned him. Like, honestly, I have no idea of what to say about this. It's stupid. Honestly. Like, there's no reason to turn somebody right there. Like, that's just you being a stupid idiot for turning somebody. Like, Jesus.
I know he heard me too. So it must be nice to have 3 vehicles. I can't put my spot because he's got to take my spot. I know he heard me because he was.
Like, honestly.
I didn't have time to check.
That was honestly stupid. I'm gonna be right back. So yeah, if you don't hear me talking through the first part of the run, it's because I'm okay.
Well, how about move that fucking thing back over there, dude? Look, yeah. Now he's not going to do it just because he heard you. I don't give a fuck because I'll fucking flatten his tires. He won't have a vehicle to go to work.
It's okay. Snowplow came down. Had to come straight down the middle. Got down to that end. There was cars on both sides. He had to raise the bucket up to get past the cars. He couldn't even plow half the street.
No, because everyone.
And parking came by about maybe half hour, 45
There was
minutes.
one block down the street. I had to go around the fucking block. Going off a fucking truck, a car at the fucking end of the street down there.
That's the car that's been sitting there for like a week.
Yeah, well, of course. When I'm trying to get down the fucking street.
Oh shit, someone's still got tags on.
Well, she said, I guess there may be a long black sweater in there. Hector's wife liked it, but she don't like the longness of it. That's, I go, yeah, all extra larges and shit, so.
And then who did you get this shit from?
Mike's wife. When she died, this is what he had. Like that, though. She does have a good taste in clothes.
I'm back. Okay, it looks like they just got green. Okay. Side by side, outer number 4, I'm guessing. Yep. Nolan blocking the 44. The Daytona Master has another Daytona Master back in 5th of Jonah. 500s under his belt. Been here since season 2 of Geico. And the 44 is gonna jump it to the bottom. The 88 is gonna try to get around him. He's gonna jump it to the inside. Everyone still has a shot now. Lap 37. 44 gonna jump it to the inside here, and he's gonna go for the race lead. Everyone basically has a shot if you're still up in the top, 10. As long as you're in the top 10, you still have a decent shot. Especially if you're in the top 4. You have a great shot there. As we're mostly going to probably see single file, and the 88's going to jump out. And coming through 1 and 2. Super's going to get around. And look at this. Another group of cars that are going to pile in. And that includes Green Mind, Seth, and Hero. And John is still trying to get it back up there for himself. It's John. And Shane's going to cross over. Super into the corner. But John is now up there and still having a shot, but he doesn't exactly have the draft he needs. Three wide for the race lead. Nolan's no longer up front. Nolan's no longer able to block. That's going to be interesting. Nolan's great whenever he's pushing. And Jesus. But you do have to remember, he's still able to push, but he just cannot. He's better being the person who's at getting pushed. He's able to maintain the speed with it and not get sideways. And he's a good blocker, so you want him up front unless it's the last lap. As right now the 44 leads out front. Anyone still has a shot if you're in this front group. Of course, if you're up there, you have a good shot. And oh my god, Hero, if he turns Seth again, I'm gonna actually give him a suspension. And look at the 88 up there of Daniel, and he could do decent up front. He's pretty good at plate racing. Super's gonna go for the lead. Same with Daniel, and Nolan's gonna jump into the bottom, and hopefully gonna get the draft he needs. And it looks like he will off the exit. Daniel to the race lead. Now Nolan trying to keep the 88 toward the bottom, so he can continue to get draft. He's gonna jump out to the bottom now, and will he go for the race lead? Yes, he will. So we have 9 to go. What's going to happen? Will we see the big one? We haven't exactly seen that yet except for the beginning, with Josh going upside down. But that wasn't exactly big. It was more like a 3-car accident. We're still basically bound to see it. Like, we're going to see another pretty big wreck. As Nolan's blocking the 44 pretty harshly right now, so he doesn't get by. He's able to block. You have to believe that. The 4 is able to block. Though it may be aggressively, he could still block. The 44 going to poke out to the inside. He's going to dive it in. And look at everyone going to jump down to the inside here. As now, the 44 are going to take the race lead. He's going to jump into the top, back down to the bottom to block Super pretty aggressively. Everyone's been blocking literally at the last second. 3 wide. Oh, turn number 2 down the back straight into turns, coming down to the turn straight 4. Will we see a wreck? As right now, still your leader, well, no longer your leader. Shane's no longer your leader. It's now the 20th Hero. The person who's been turning everybody for spots, which is stupid. The 44 are going to break up Greenmine and Jonas Strap down on the bottom. And now that's a 3-car tandem down there. So will we see them stay together and chase down the top 2? No! Greenmine's going to jump out to the top and get a push behind from Nolan. Coming back to the line for 5 laps to go from Daytona. 5 to go. What's going to happen? Whew. The 44 is still up front, able to still win it. And look at Jonah gonna go for the race gonna get the inside moving. Same as Super is leading that line. But Daniel gonna block. Smart way to go here for Daniel. He wants somebody to be behind him at all costs to push him, and now the inside's gonna get moving. With 4 to go, Nolan's gonna get aggressive. He's gonna shove the 44 up toward the top and get around him. We don't have long left. We will see more moving and shuffling. We're no longer going to see anyone actually just stay behind somebody, most likely. Everyone's going to go for moves. But we're going to see most people run the inside for maybe one more lap, and then they're going to run wherever they can to get around people. 4 cars to the top. Now, then a couple of them move to the bottom. 3 laps to go from Daytona. We are no longer going to see people being nice to one another. All bets are off right here. All bets are off with 3 to go. So 44 and the 4 going to jump to the bottom. Seth is going to be in the middle. Nolan jumps to the middle, but now to the top. Moving and shuffling here in Daytona. Who's going to last up front and win this? 2 laps to go now. Hero going to look to the top. Not going to get up there. 2 laps to go from Daytona. Can Hero hold on? Seth going to force the issue. 3 wide. Hero needs to get blocking, as he knows everyone's going to try to go for pushes. No one's going to give anybody room. The 44 going to get a huge run. And he's going to try to get people to push him as we're coming to the white flag. This is it. The finish of the 500. White flag in Daytona. Can Hero hold on? He's going to have to keep the 44 behind him if possible. The 9 car going to jump out to the bottom. 3 wide for the race lead. And look at Seth. He's going to take the race lead with the bottom of the racetrack. Jonah going to jump it all the way to the bottom. Side by side. Coming through 3 and 4. Nolan going to send it. And he's going to go for the race lead. He's got it. Coming to the line. Side by... This is the finish. To the 500. Nolan is going to go 2 in a row in Daytona. 2 in a row from Daytona. What a finish for a race that exciting. Holy. That is your finishing results. Everybody gets points now. This is how this season works. Everyone gets points except for the people who DNF. Thank you guys